Speeding cam tickets definitely revving up a lot of conversation, both at the state capitol and right here in central Georgia. Hello and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Frank Malloy.
And I'm Lori Johnson. For months, we've been trying to get numbers of how much school zone speed cameras are taking out of your pocket. We told you last night Macon-Bibb County and the camera operation company have raked in $11.5 million since 2022. And many of you had questions about the money and the cameras. Naomi Washington joins us with answers to some of your questions.
That's right. We see your over 400 questions and comments under our story on Facebook. Those $100 and $150 tickets you've paid since 2022 have piled up quite a bit for Macon-Bibb and the camera company. Of the $11.5 million, the county got $8.6 million. Here's more things we know about them tonight. The county has cameras watching traffic in 18 school zones. These cover 21 schools.
Each of the people in those schools have to sign off on those in order for it to happen. And they have. Every school has signed off on the ones that we have them in front of the schools. And we have a lot of schools that are calling us now wanting to know when theirs is coming because they want them there. And of course, we have a lot of people in the community that don't want them.
Macon-Bibb Mayor Lester Miller says the cameras take photos of cars only when school is in session. Randy Toney and other viewers in our Facebook post wonder how they've made so much from them in the summer. County spokesman Chris Flohr says people who got a speeding ticket during the school year may have paid the ticket weeks later, during June or July. Miller says overall the cameras are making drivers hit the brakes.
Well, I think there's been plenty of proof that we have less accidents in the areas where the zones are at, where the cameras are at. Certainly, knock on wood, there hasn't been anyone seriously injured in an automobile pedestrian crash in those areas in the last year.
Now, we asked Flohr for any numbers showing there have been fewer accidents, but he said they don't have any and directed us to the sheriff's office.
There is a lot of outrage about these cameras.
Mayor Miller floated the idea of holding a public referendum on keeping the cameras, but State Representative Dale Washburn called that a delaying tactic. He says the county doesn't need to vote and that Miller should tell the county commission to pull the plug on those cameras now.
As a Bibb County citizen and as a member of the Georgia legislative delegation from Bibb County, I officially request that they cease using these cameras and this camera system that is victimizing Bibb Countyans and other Middle Georgians.
Now, we also asked county spokesman Chris Flohr exactly how many cameras they've got issuing tickets in Macon-Bibb County. He said the county doesn't have the exact number and they'll have to ask the camera installers. Back to you.
Thanks, Naomi. If the General Assembly doesn't give approval this spring for a vote on cameras, Macon-Bibb couldn't hold a referendum until sometime in 2026, and that's if legislators sign off on Miller's idea. Next year. Tomorrow, state legislators will hold a subcommittee meeting at 6 a.m. to talk about the two school speed zone camera bills.